Lost Skies is a gravity-defying adventure where ancient secrets and skybound battles collide. You soar through a shattered world held together by a mysterious force called Atlas, grappling cliffs, gliding between ruins, and building your own flying fortress in the clouds. It's a world where survival means crafting skyships, taming the wild unknown, and facing off against massive creatures with your friends. If your friends don't vanish along with your inventory, that is. The movement is physics-based. The islands are customizable, and the possibilities stretch as far as the skies themselves. It's thrilling, chaotic, and occasionally infuriating, especially when lag turns a majestic dive into an accidental nosedive. Still, few games offer such epic co-op moments, even if they sometimes come with a side of, "Where did my ship go?" So yeah, build high, fly higher, and maybe keep a parachute handy, just in case the clouds get buggy.
We must scour our past for technology, adapting, learning, gaining power, and build as we...
Pax Augusta is a rich and deeply authentic city builder set in the heart of the Roman Empire, and it's already making waves. You're not just placing villages, you're shaping history, one aqueduct at a time. Developed solo over 7 years by Swiss creator Roger Gassman, this indie gem launched with a splash and got GameStar calling it a high bar for upcoming titles like Anno 117. That's a big toga to fill. You'll dive into detailed Roman architecture, manage political intrigue, and watch your city grow organically. It's no easy ride, there's no hand-holding here. Instead, you'll face complex systems, a steep learning curve, and the occasional bug. Some features, like market behavior or performance hiccups, can frustrate, but you'll barely notice once you're knee-deep in strategy, cursing the gods and micromanaging grain supplies. Fans are already pouring hours into the game, drawn by its rich historical accuracy and the sheer love baked into every mechanic. The community's active, helpful, and just as obsessed as you're about to be. Pax Augusta isn't just a tribute to Caesar-era city builders, it might just become your new gold standard. So, ready to build an empire? Just don't forget, Rome wasn't built in a day, but your citizens might riot if you take that too literally. Another Try 2 is a gritty, open-world survival game where the only rule is simple. Stay alive no matter what. You'll battle hunger, thirst, freezing nights, and the occasional undead in a world that clearly skipped its therapy sessions. From looting skeletons of cities to wheeling and dealing in rare safe zones, survival means scrapping, building, fighting, and sometimes sprinting like your life depends on it, because it does. Drive a rusty truck, bash heads with a bat, and explore the ruins of humanity with story quests and multiplayer just over the radioactive horizon. Who knew the end of the world came with this much loot? Except sometimes it feels like the only thing that survived the apocalypse was disappointment. You'll march for miles through empty wastelands, only to find more glitches than zombies. Trade systems barely work, buildings are bugged out, and if you thought the undead were terrifying, wait till you meet the polar bears. Some still hope updates will turn it around. But for now, surviving feels less like a challenge and more like a very slow walk through an abandoned dev build. LUNAR Remastered Collection is a starlit return to the golden age of JRPGs, bringing together Silver Star Story Complete and Eternal Blue Complete in one beautifully enhanced package. Follow Alex as he rises from humble beginnings to challenge a tyrannical magic emperor. Then, leap forward a millennium to join Hero and the mysterious Lucia in their battle to protect a world that sees her as its doom, with remastered visuals in 4K UHD, voice-acted cutscenes, and modern tweaks like shared inventories and customizable combat speeds. The collection blends nostalgia with polish. Whether you're drawn to the sweeping drama or just here to pet the game's charming mascot, Null, there's plenty of magic to go around. Remastered or classic mode, it's your call. Either way, the moon is calling. The response to the game has been largely positive. The remaster retains the charm of the original while offering stunning upgrades. The new voice acting has sparked mixed feelings, with some players missing the original performances, especially John Truitt's iconic Galleon. But others find the new voices just fine, especially with the option to switch between classic and remastered modes. Plus, the Japanese voiceovers are a nice touch, though the default settings could be better. The remaster might not be for die-hard purists, but it's a solid experience for both newcomers and longtime fans. ready to return to LUNAR? GORN 2 is a savage sequel to the popular VR gladiator simulator, cranking up the chaos to new heights. Armed with 35 brutal weapons, including some truly monstrous additions, you face off against the 5 sons of the god of the afterlife across heavenly realms. The action is powered by a fully physics-driven combat engine, making every fight feel ridiculously real. New power-ups give you godlike strength, while traps and enemies grow even more vicious. If you think the first GORN was wild, wait until you meet the bigger, badder, bloodier world of GORN 2. The humor and gore are as fun as ever, but some aspects, like parrying and hitboxes, feel off, making combat harder and at times frustrating. New weapons, such as the spear, and the option to reverse grip or use arrows in inventive ways, add variety. It's a fun experience, but with the same spaghetti physics fans know, it can still be a bit chaotic. When the battle ends, don't be surprised if you're checking your headset for bloodstains. Endless Mode offers a relentless test for the most bloodthirsty gladiators out there. It's a solid recommendation for GORN fans. But if you're hoping for a perfect follow-up, you might want to wait for a discount. Minutescape is a fast-paced, retro-inspired, incremental game that keeps you on your toes. Dodge an endless barrage of bullets while collecting currency to upgrade your character. The more you dodge, the more powerful you become, unlocking game-changing abilities with each upgrade. Survive for 5 minutes straight without getting hit, and you'll feel like you've just survived a bullet storm. It's a race against time, bullets, and your own growing power. But here's the twist. While the game starts off promising, it quickly falls into a repetitive grind. The upgrades, while fun at first, don't dramatically change the gameplay, and you'll be dodging the same old bullets with only slight variations. Progression is slow, and after a few hours, the excitement starts to fade. It's hard to justify the price, especially with a playtime of just 3 to 5 hours and little replay value. A grind to unlock upgrades can feel like a chore, and performance issues like micro-stuttering don't help. At its core, Minutescape shows potential, but it often feels more like a demo than a complete game, leaving you craving more. Wouldn't it be great if dodging bullets was just a little less repetitive?